Hello, and welcome to the Resume Ready podcast. My name is Brian Schneider, and on today's episode, I'm going to discuss why you should begin thinking like an employer as you craft your resume. First, though, I want to tell you that today's episode is sponsored by the good folks at Bradley Garrett Salon on Brookhaven Circle. Getting my hair cut is one of my all-time favorite things to do, and Pam and Jana do an amazing job of helping you relax and feel at ease in their salon. It's also an excellent form of self-care, which will not only boost your self-esteem, but also help you feel refreshed and restored. My family and our friends' families have gone to Bradley Garrett for years because the stylists know how to make you look and feel great. When you get a chance, please check out Bradley Garrett Salon on Brookhaven Circle. Now on to the podcast. Think like an employer. I want you to take a minute so you can begin thinking as if you're the hiring manager filling a particular vacancy at a company. The following are several items you should consider. First, you should think about the performance and productivity expectations for the new hire. What will the ramping up period look like for the new employee to reach average or above average productivity? Second, you should consider assimilation. Hiring managers have to consider a candidate's ability to assimilate to the new culture and team environment. In other words, how well is this candidate going to fit in the department? In fact, many companies are now giving pre-screening personality tests to candidates as part of the criteria for consideration, even before bringing them in for an interview. Third, you should think about longevity. Another aspect about which a hiring manager thinks when considering a candidate is the likelihood of the person remaining an employee for an extended period of time. If the person leaves 6 months after being hired, it can be a tremendous waste, disruption, and burden on a company's department or division. Now let's discuss a bad hire. Turnover is the single greatest barrier to most companies' long-term success. Typically, personnel expenses are 50% or more of an organization's overall expenses. Some factors which affect hiring managers faced with turnover include change management, distractions to the team, embarrassment to upper management, slowdowns in productivity, an increase in workload for other employees, which often leads to a reduction in employee satisfaction. The hiring cycle with everyone involved starts all over again. Delays and disruption to internal and external customer account or orders, and miscommunications due to a change in personnel. Why does it matter? Thinking like the hiring manager will allow you to make both macro and micro changes to your resume, which will improve the overall value communicated by your resume. By changing the way you think about your resume and viewing it from the employer's perspective, you'll give yourself a competitive advantage so you can win the interview. Hey everyone, thanks for listening. For more information on topics covered in today's episode and many others, please check out the articles on my LinkedIn profile, a link to which can be found in the show notes. If you feel today's episode was helpful, please consider sharing it with a friend and subscribing to the show. Tune in to Resume Ready next time when I'll be discussing the importance of writing your resume the way an employer reads a resume.